Okay, I'm changing my brakes on a 2002 Vitara. Done them many a times on this car, or one like it. Only use basically four tools. A 17 millimeter for the top one, 14 millimeter for the bottom one. All right, of course, you got the tire off already. I've taken the cap off the brake reservoir, and next we just break these loose. Sometimes I sprayed them a little with a little BP blaster, and always remember which way you're thinking backwards here, because you're going to turn these. Just loosen them off, and sometimes you just, there we go. They're not real tight on these, so we get them off. I always spray them a little bit just to loosen them off, help break them loose. Sometimes I've had these break before, so let's pause it here for a second, and we'll take them off and show you what we got. Okay, so I've loosened them off. Like I said, the smaller one is the 14 on the bottom. Pull it out. Try not to get all dirty and grimy because it doesn't work well afterwards. And the top one. Pull that one out. And then a screwdriver. Pry this loose. Watch for anything that falls out so you don't lose anything. I just take it apart. And there we go. Now this one here, I've never seen this other car. This has this little piece that goes right here on this car. It just snaps in there, so don't lose that. And it has a spring clip here and a spring clip here. You can buy a kit for it if you're missing them. And there you go. That fell apart. That one's down to pretty much nothing. And this looks like the same condition. And that one there, same condition. Obviously you can see a slight difference in there. New and old there, we're down to not hitting metal yet, but we're okay. So after I do that, I just come in and clean all any buildup on there. Let's clean this up. I'm gonna clean this up and I'll get back. Okay, I cleaned it up. I don't have to go too far on it. I mean, there's a little more here. So I got all cleaned up, made sure the spring clips are back, cleaned it all up, kind of brushed it out. Put that little piece back in here. And I put it back now. I take one of the old brake, set it there. This is what else I use, a big C-clamp. Like I said, I had the cover off the brake reservoir, and I just put it on there. Now, you should be able to turn this in gently, slowly. Just slowly squeeze it back in. Now, if it doesn't go in, or this is all torn and broken and doesn't want to go back in, that means you got a bad caliper. But on this one here, they're going in smoothly. I have to force them, and I just go in down. I'm going to get all the way pressed back in, like so. There we go. And there we go. And so that's the piece. Like I said, I never have a car that had these on there before, but we're going to put them back because they were there. And so we got that. Now we're going to put the new brakes in. 2 new pads. Obviously, it's pretty clear which way they go. Just kind of line them back in. Sometimes you gotta, on this one here, you gotta, the top goes in first. Just kind of wiggle it around and, let's see here. There we go. Kind of at an angle, looks like. It's been a while since I did this car. And let's see here. Nope. Yeah, now I'm stuck. Hold on. Okay, a little stuck, but I got it. So this one got to put it at an angle, and just, there we go. Just make sure the spring clip up here and here are exactly where they go. There's one there. Like these will pop out. If they're not here on this Vitaras, I think like 99 to 2002, I'm sure other models are similar, that helps keep it in there. Plus it has a little scratch thing that when it gets too close it'll start making noise. And you can buy a kit to replace these if they're missing, so make sure you get those back where they go. Okay, and if you notice, I have the wheel turned a little bit that way to get the other one in, and that's of course the hardest because you can't see what you're doing. So I always turn the wheel. I'm gonna bump the camera here. Sorry, I had to move you. Okay, so got that one in there. Like I said, just make sure the spring clips are exactly where they are. They should be tight and still moves. And we got that where we want it. And let's see if we can. Okay, so got them in there, cleaned all up, knocked the dirt off, put those back in there, and just make sure you put it back. When I lay it down, I just put it back. And you got these little rubber grommets here. Make sure that stays in place, obviously. A little metal thing, and I just line them back up, push those back in where they go. Already cleaned the bolts back off. You can, if they need a little grease, you can put a little grease on them. And this is a small one. So slide it in there. Make sure you get the little grommet lined up. And I just slide them in there first. And the big one, same thing. And get them. Now, they do make little brake grease to put on the pads and on here. And I'm not telling you not to do it or to do it. It's your choice. It's your brakes. It's your car. I've never used. The only time I've ever done is on these. If they're dry and bone dry, I'll go and grease them, the little oil on them. Not oil, but grease. The same type of grease they give you, those little packets. And put them back on there. And on these, oops, getting the wrong one. Now, sometimes these get stuck, and you can't get them out. When you take them off, you got to work a screwdriver and kind of push them out. But going back in, just make sure they go in. They should go smooth, almost all the way down, finger tight. And the same thing. I don't use impact wrenches. I mean, you can if you do, but impact wrench is a good way to strip a bolt out, or cross-thread a bolt. Been there, done that. So stuff like this, I just prefer to do it by hand. And once you get it all in there, you can look at your own torque specs. My torque specs are, I just snug it about where it was before, and it's never had a problem. And little tap. Same thing here. And that should still move. Now you can go in there and step on the brake. Hold on. Okay, so I went in there and pumped the brakes a few times and make sure everything's just like it should be. So they still turn, they still rotate, and that's about it. Like I said, if you feel comfortable doing it, just take it all apart. Only, like I said, only use the 14 and 17 screwdriver, one C-clamp, and a little hammer just for a little love. So that's on a Vitara 2000. I think they're like 99. This is a 2002 model. It's the same as my 91, 99, so I imagine they're all about the same. And that's about it. So hope that helps somebody. Do it at your own risk. Thanks for watching.